Welcome, welcome. That logo will come in handy in a moment, so I'm just giving you this subtle hint. Thanks for coming in, thanks for joining me. We're starting 5 minutes before the hour, so I can welcome you to the second round of the Share-a-thon. And let me do a couple of things here. Oh, there we go. Just get myself positioned. Hi, welcome. Good to have you here. Whoops, stay there. Trying to get the tripod to stay present is a fun experience. Okay. Hi, thanks for coming in. And I'm going to tell you about what's coming up in the next hour, because I'm now doing the, what's the word I'm looking for? The announcer on the TV. It tells you what's coming up next. That's what I'm doing. So let me just go back here quickly. I have to go back to where I was so I remember what I was doing. Perry 10K, Perry 10K, where's Perry 10K? There it is. Just seeing what's coming, who's coming next. So, welcome to the Perry 10K. In case you're joining me, thanks for coming in. This is the Perry 10K place you join us. If you want to find out more about it, hashtag Perry 10K. All right? I'll get back to that again and come back in a second or two. Thanks for coming in. If you're here for the first time, please make sure, thank you for that, the voice. And it's Selby without an H. Thank you for that, though. Please make sure, if you haven't followed me already, tap on the little man and make sure you follow me. Please do invite your followers on Twitter and Periscope and share it with your friends and bring people in. I'm going to get to the subject of hand in a moment. But right now I've got 3 minutes, 2 minutes or so to give you the rundown. So let you know what's coming this hour. The first hour was awesome. Great people. I'm actually going to refer back to a couple of things that were said that I was going to say, so I'll pass them across. Miss Lisa there rocks as well. Lisa Illman is coming up after me. Following her is Jessica Welsh. I'm just checking my notes here. And after Jessica Welsh is going to be Ketchy. And after Ketchy is going to be Valerie. And we're going to have an awesome next hour. So I'm glad you're here. If you don't want to know about Perry 10K, once again, if you're here for the first time, Perry 10K, whoops, that way runs better. Not backwards, forwards. Perry10K.com/join and hashtag Perry 10K is where you find us. I'm a passionate devotee of this group. I love the Perry 10K group. In fact, it's my favorite thing to do every day, besides my own scopes. My name is Barry Selby, and I'm going to get to my intro first and jump into what I recommend as 3, maybe 6, I'll see how I go, tips for confidence. Put in hard light, I don't know what that was. Okay. Oh, thank you. My voice is so soothing. Thank you, Cindy. My name is Barry Selby. My website, my social media, it's all Barry Selby in some form or other. So barryselby.com is my website. Barry Selby is my Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all the handles for that. Okay. I am the Heartbreak Repair Specialist. I'm a relationship expert, #1 best-selling author, passionate devotee, and champion for the feminine. I'm all about confidence for women, particularly. So this speaks to my work in a different way. But I'm glad to be able to share it here today. Okay, so we're coming up on top of the hour, so I'll get going in a second. Again, if you're here for the first time, please make sure you tap on that little guy and tap on follow me, and please share this with your followers on Periscope and also share it on Twitter so we get more folks in this room, because we're going to really give people some great, simple tips about confidence. And I'm going to just kick it off right now. It's close enough to the top of the hour. Hi and welcome. My name is Barry Selby, and I'm your host for the next 10 and a bit minutes, and then I'll be passing over to Miss Lisa. The first thing that I had on my list, which has already been covered by Linda and Garth in the last hour, is what's called in the trade the Superman pose. And these are, by the way, these are confidence hacks, as in these are things you do quickly to give you a boost of confidence. There's much deeper work to do when you have to work through major blocks, but for quick nudges for confidence, this is a good one. The Superman pose means standing like Superman, or Supergirl for that matter. And that's standing with your feet just wider than shoulder width apart. Sorry, my screen doing some strange things there. There we go. Yeah, I just had this came up as a thought. Confidence hacks, let's call it that. Give it a hashtag, see what happens. The Superman pose is simple to do. And if you're going to a meeting before you walk in the room, like in the elevator or before you get into the building, just do this for a minute, 2 minutes if you can. Is stand like Superman, which means feet shoulder width apart, hands on hips, chest out, looking slightly up and breathing slowly. And just feel what it's going to do is going to build your physiology. And physiology, exactly, confidence hacks. Physiology is a shift for your confidence. It takes you from fear to confidence. And I'll speak to fear for 1 second. Fear, there's 2 interpretations I know of for fear that I love, or I should say, I forgot the word is now. It'll come back to me. The first one is, fear is called false expectations appearing real, which means they're not real. They're false, appearing real, which means they have no validity, no strength. When you do the Superman pose, you blow those out. The other one I've heard as well for fear is forget everything and run, which I love because it sounds so comedic and so cartoonish, but it's true. What we do energetically is we run around. Thank you for that. Yeah, definitely the hearts. I appreciate that. Steph, yes. when you do the confidence pose, it shifts your energy and physiology, so uplifts you, which is great. Yeah, forget everything and run. That's what another one for fear, F-E-A-R. So that's number one. Let me move on because I want to cover my time before my time runs out because it's going to be fast. Second one is, I was going to say, the one thing I call it's called just do it. Nike had it right. If you want confidence, do the thing you're afraid of while you're afraid of doing it anyway. I've parachuted from a plane at 10,000 feet. I've jumped out of a perfectly good tree to jump for a ring on a belay line, thankfully. I've done some pretty scary things that freaked me out, but I did them anyway. It's amazing how when you do something that stretches you beyond your comfort zone, into what I call the magic zone, your confidence goes up naturally. It's not about false bravado or pretending. It's the fact you build your trust in yourself. And really what courage and confidence are, interesting to put those two together, confidence really is trusting yourself. When you trust yourself, confidence just is easy. It's not a thing you present as a pretense or a shell or like a billboard. You become confident because you trust who you are. So one of those things is Superman pose because it shifts your physiology. Second one is just doing the thing you're afraid of doing whilst you're afraid of doing it because it will shift your energy. And if you fail, as David said, you get up again. In fact, the definition of a successful walker is someone who's got up one more time than they fell down. Sounds silly, but it's true. As kids, we fell down learning how to walk. But once we got to a certain point, we didn't fall down as much. That was confidence building. So it's easy to just do the thing anyway. That's two. Number three. I'm going to go beyond three, by the way, because I've got more than the three, but these are three good ones. The second one is your win list, and I think David mentioned this one, is write down what you've done. Make a list of things you have actually accomplished. It could be as simple as, I got up this morning. Now, there's two guarantees you can have. One is your heart's beating, and two, you're breathing. Those two are wins, because if you aren't, you're dead. So simple as that sounds, you can do that as a way to prove that you have confidence, because you can get up in the morning. And speaking of heart, how do I say this? This is one of the things that I want to talk to you about, because this is a deeper story about courage, but confidence, but it's so key. If you feel your heart beating, put your hand in your chest and make sure it's still beating, because if you're watching this and you can actually hear me speaking, you probably have one that's beating in here. Feel your heart beating. You know what that means? It means you deserve to be here. That simple. Your presence on the planet is needed. Every one of us is needed. So if your heart's beating, you're needed. If that doesn't give you confidence, I don't know what will, because the truth is you're needed to be here, to do what you're doing. And to add to that, once you know what you've done is your win list, you know what you're good at. And that was shared previously, I'm sure it was Linda? No, I think maybe Kimberly said that one about like being clear about what you've done. Bring those together into your gifts, your process. I actually learned my purpose in, this is my 9th career. Now I'm confident, really confident, because I'm doing what I love. I'm teaching what I love. And what David said about doing Periscope is the best tool I've discovered to grow my own comfort and confidence together to speak to an audience. Because this is what this is about. Because my work is going to be speaking in front of large groups. And at first that freaked me out. But Periscope's helped me get comfortable doing it because I've done the scopes every day, as David recommended, which I highly say. If you want to get confidence, do a Periscope every day. Teach something of value. Give content. You will absolutely do it. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Thank you for that, Steph. That's number 4. Toastmasters is a good one too. But I like Periscope more because it's free form and you get direct interaction. Periscope, I do know Toastmasters. I'm actually going to join one. But sometimes Toastmasters is focused on how you speak, not on just presenting, connecting, and owning your heart's power. So that's my perception, and I'm sticking to it. So there. Second one is that you can do, like, how can I say this? If you want to build your confidence up, thank you for that, Cindy, 5 minutes. If you want to get confident about something, go do something else. Get one of your to-do list things off your list. Clean the house. Go for a walk. Do something physical that gives you success. You set a goal, you accomplish it. It could be, okay, I'm going to go walking for 5 minutes. Done. There you go. You build confidence. Adding your wins of your to-do list, checking them off, is a great thing to do. Clean the house is a great one because clean the house is a goal success that you can see around you. It sounds silly, but it works. And for a lot of times, for people who've got depression, which is the other end of the spectrum, doing something physical, cleaning the house, changing physiology, as I mentioned, is a powerful tool to get them out of the depressed state into a more confident state. So it's a resource you can use yourself just to leverage up your own confidence. Good stuff to do. It's the one that wasn't mentioned yet, which I want to mention now because it's wanting to do my work with my clients. It sounds simple, but these are potent. Affirmations. We haven't mentioned that yet. But I know Garth did talk about the words you use, and negative words, and the vampire energy vampires. Well, let me speak to the other side, which is affirmations. If you take time, and here's a tip, make a list of affirmations that state in the present, positive, affirmative state about you. So it says, I am, followed by changing the world. Maybe something simpler than that. But I am doing something potent and powerful in my life. I am living my purpose. I'm up-leveling people's lives. I'm making a difference in the world. Write those out. Put them on the mirror in the bathroom. Every day. Every day. When you get up in the morning, for a guy, if you're shaving, if you're a woman, put your makeup on, look in the mirror, see the affirmations, say them to yourself. At night, when you come home at night, if you're brushing your teeth, well, I'd say it out loud when you're brushing your teeth, but you know what I mean. If you're cleaning your face before you go to bed, affirmations, look in the mirror, say them to yourself before you go to bed. Do those every day for a week or two. In fact, do them for 30 days, because that's about more than enough time to start changing habits. Your confidence will change. Simple stuff, but it works. These are all things you can do that are basically free. Refrigerator is a good place too, especially for people who have a food thing going on, where like they have a concern about eating or not eating, like they want a diet type stuff. Affirmation on the mirror on the refrigerator can work, but put them on the mirror in the bathroom, because that's where we always spend time, more often than we do probably at the fridge, depending on your habits. Definitely is the best place I've discovered to put it, because you tend to look in your mirror more often than you expect, because you're checking something out. You're brushing your hair, teeth. I don't brush my hair so much. If you're brushing your hair or doing makeup, whatever that is, it gives you more time to be in front of the mirror to be able to do your affirmations. So I think I covered all my list. Oh, one last thing, quick one, because I've got like a minute, 2 minutes left. Gratitude. It's so simple to do. It's to be thankful for the things you've done in your day. Powerful, simple tools that help you remember yourself as valid, as important, to have confidence in the world, because your confidence is based upon who you are. Gratitude for who you are affirms that for yourself. All right? So I think that's it. That was like 6 things I've given you. That should keep you busy. I love what some of the other people said. David's stuff, and I've got to find that damn book, which was The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. Sorry, I wrote that one down because I know I've heard it so many times I want to grab it in my notes and put it into Amazon. So that's it. That's really the list I was coming to. I've got about a minute and a half left, I think, or a minute's left. So I believe that Lisa's going to get ready. Lisa, if you're coming up next, can you put up some emojis, please, so that we know that you're the one to follow next. So I trust Lisa's on this thing. Please tag Screen for Hearts still. I appreciate that as well. I am going for my 250,000th heart soon, so appreciate everything and be thankful. Absolutely, absolutely. So that sounds catchy. She's going after Jessica. So Lisa, if you're on here, please put up some hearts or some emojis to know you're coming. Is Lisa here? Someone check, please. I want to make sure Lisa's here. So she's, yeah, yes. Steph. Sorry, I saw the list. I didn't see that. So Steph's going instead of Jessica, I guess. Lisa Illman, are you up here? Please, can you put up some hearts and emojis so we know you're going? You're going instead of Jessica. Got it. Okay, cool. Thanks for clarifying. She was before, so can someone check? Well, do me a favor. Keep an eye out for her, because I won't see her from my scope. But once Lisa's go live, let me know. Of course, the usual thing, so we can go on to watch Miss Lisa. I trust she's here. If not, we may have to skip over to Steph. But I'm trusting Lisa's around, because she's basically been following all the scripts. I saw her on the earlier ones. Okay, cool. So you got my 6, and I can go back through them again if you want me to, but I think we're running out of time. I see the hearts have stopped. I mean, the hearts have stopped. You've run away. Oh, 1 heart. 2 hearts. Good time to talk about Meetup. Oh, yes, by the way, any of you folks that are on Period 10K who are in right now we're talking about Los Angeles area, but the West Coast can get to Los Angeles Saturday morning. We're having a meetup at 9 a.m. We're doing an in real life, IRL, meetup for all the people locally for London, New York, and Los Angeles. Here's number 2. I did this out of order. Oh, number 1 was the Superman pose. So do Superman pose, standing with your feet shoulder width apart, standing confidently. Number 2 was just do it. That was the thing I said from Nike. Basically, you get out and do the thing you're afraid of doing whilst you do it anyway. I've done that many times in my life. In fact, writing a book, starting my new career, weren't comfortable or confident building, but I did them anyway. And now looking back, I was like, that was actually easier than I thought. So just doing it is a key one to do. That's number 2. Number 3. Oh, was your heart. Remembering why you're here. Remembering that you are here. That simple connection reminds you what you're doing. You're on the planet, you have something to do. As Richard Buck said in Illusions, there's a way to find out if your life, Linda's life. Okay, great. That should be Lisa live, not Linda. Lisa should be live. There's a way to know if your mission on Earth is finished. If you're still here, it isn't. So if your heart's beating, you've got reason to be here. That's your confidence. Lisa, yeah, Lisa Illman is up next, supposed to be. Yes. All right, you got the rest. Great. Glad I could help you with that. That was, sorry, I have to look at names sometime. New profile. Let's see who's it. Estella. Cool. Okay. Oh, and she's like, you're welcome. All right, so Lisa is up next, and she's running now, so I'm going to pop across to her. If you're not following me, please make sure you tap on the main icon, tap follow me, so I will then invite you to watch her. Recap all? You want to do all of them? Okay, quickly. I did the first 2, 3. But Lisa should be up now. It's her time. So if Lisa's running, I want to get off the scope to watch her scope. So you have to watch the replay. There's your answer. I mean, on the replay, tap the screen for hearts, please. And make sure you follow me, because I'm going to go follow Lisa now, and I invite you to follow her too. All right? Thank you. I don't... number 4, was out of sequence. I did them out of order. Affirmations or gratitude journal were 4 or 5. And a win list. Those are the 3 other ones. All right? I'm going to leave to go watch Lisa. So come with me, watch her. Let's go to the next scope. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you soon.